With 4 days into the camp now, four straight, how's the body feeling? How's the offense looking?
I mean, speaking from a personal experience, really hasn't set in yet. I know after today and tomorrow, probably I'm gonna have a couple bumps and bruises. But the offense, overall, as an offense, we're doing great. Spending more time in these past 2, 3 days, doing 2 a days, in the sense like doing the walkthrough in the morning, doing the practice in the evening, and having all this meeting times really helping that chemistry grow. So.
I know there's been a lot of talk about recreating the offense that y'all won the Natty with in 2019. So how far has the similarities already shown with what Jake Peach is doing compared to what Joe Brady and Steve Ensminger did 2 years ago?
I would say similarities would be just you're seeing that double-edged sword from the run game to the pass game. You're not really seeing one specific area take off more than the other. You're seeing big plays with passes and big plays and runs. So just being able to have all those playmakers make plays in space is really what's really similar. So.
Hey Austin, this is Glenn West with LSU Country. Just kind of more along those lines, in terms of chemistry. Just talk about, I guess, Max being able to have those first team reps and everything moving forward as opposed to maybe splitting it between him and Miles. Obviously, it's a very unfortunate thing to happen with Miles, but how beneficial is it for Max and also you guys as an offensive line to lock down that chemistry with all those first team reps?
It's good. Like you said, it's all prayers for Miles and his family and everything, and I hope he has a speedy recovery. But with Max being in there the whole time, like you said, it's very, very beneficial for not only him, it's beneficial for the receivers, running backs, and the offensive line. Being able to have all of us there together just with one QB and work with timing with just one quarterback and that with the ones is really beneficial. So.
Hey Austin, Wilson now is Xavier from The Advocate. Honoring something the players were talking the other day about how much this offseason y'all are able to build chemistry again that you didn't really have last year. The constrictions from the pandemic. Do you feel like that's really something that's beneficial to y'all heading into camp right now? And what sort of things during the offseason did y'all do to build that chemistry together again?
Oh, I'm a big believer on that. 100%. A team goes how the chemistry goes. The whole one team, one heartbeat thing is not just a saying that we put on a T-shirt. It's something that we live day in and day out. And I would say just being able just to be around each other more. With the stadium runs, even though they were a little crucial, had a couple of us breathing a little extra heavy. But being able to have extra things outside of just a workout or football, just being able to come up here, and you have guys come and work in the youth camps. You have guys coming up on Saturdays, doing routes on air, guys would do pass protection, guys would do rushing their specific moves and stuff, but being able to have everybody up there and seeing everybody's working for that common goal really was another beneficial thing to make the overall group become closer.
Hey Austin, Jacques Doucet, WAFB Channel 9. You've obviously been there the whole time with Tyrone Davis-Price and John Emery, two guys going into their third year, and a lot of talk about, hey, okay, it's time to go. What do you think of these two guys this year, and how they're going to be ready to contribute?
Oh, it's gonna be crazy with Ty and John, and then you have to give props to the freshmen too, Armani and all of our freshman running backs too. We have a very dangerous running back group, because like you said, with Ty's that big thumper. He's gonna just go straight for it if it's a first and inches type thing. We just need a couple inches to win the down. But then John's that elusive guy. He's gonna make all them jump cuts, all them little shifty plays. But it's just great to have two players with different type of games. So.
Hey Austin, Sheldon Nichols with The Advocate in Baton Rouge. Jacques kind of took my question there, but how tough was it last year? 2 years ago you had Clyde. Last year you had two kind of young guys, and everything was so disjointed. How tough was it to get on the same page with those two guys, the way the season started and stopped and everything?
You talking? Say it one more time. You're talking about how
the blocking for those guys, getting used to blocking for them.
Oh.
How disjointed was it to get on the same page? I mean, practices were disjointed.
it doesn't matter really who's in the backfield. It's just on the offensive line. If we're not blocking, if we're not giving full effort, regardless if you have Clyde, you have Darius guys, you have Leonard Fournette, you have Ty, you have John, you have all those guys. If we're not doing our job that we didn't do as well of last year, you're not going to see any product. So.
Hey, Austin, obviously you guys welcome in another really highly touted recruit, Garrett Nussmeier, and I'm curious as to what, sticks out to you about him, and then also how maybe he's improved since the spring and how he could be able to help you guys.
But the last name cut out. You said Garrett Nussmeier or Galen Dellinger?
Garrett Dellinger. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good.
What sticks out to you about him and how he's developed from the spring to now?
Garrett's like a little brother to me. I really tried helping him ever since he first got here, but he's really been coming along very well. He's been improving daily. He brings that effort to the table. He's a big kid, and the one thing that stands him apart from a lot of incoming freshmen that you'll see just overall as an aspect is just he didn't like yesterday they put him in just give him a couple reps with the ones he didn't blink at all. Sometimes I was one of those guys they put me in with the ones every now and again. My freshman year I was a little hesitant, but whenever they put him in, he was just like one of the guys. He just hit the ground running. So.
Similar sort of question about the quarterbacks.
Right.
From Max last fall to now,
Mm-hmm.
and then Garrett Nussmeier from when he first arrived in the spring to now, what have been some of the biggest areas of improvement or strides you've seen from them each?
I would say with both of them, they're both coming out of their shell. Both from overall year standpoint, you're gonna see more of a leader develop in both of those guys, and they both really pushed each other in the overall aspect in the competition. But because if you're gonna have two guys going at it, even though Miles isn't in the picture, he'll come back in whenever he comes back. But having those two guys that can easily both do great things for us, they're gonna push each other and they're gonna improve each other's game. So.
Last one for Wilson.
Yeah, also Wilson Alexander from the Advocate again. Obviously, Cam Wire steps in there,
Yeah.
left tackle.
Oh yeah.
And he had a good bit of experience last year, but just what sort
Right.
of growth have you seen from him from last year to this season?
He's been doing extremely well. One of the main things is just overall every offensive lineman has to improve. I believe that his consistency over the past, this is day 4 we're going into, day 5, I believe. His overall consistency has improved tremendously from the season and just whenever he played this past season. His strength is there over this offseason. He had a great offseason. You can tell he's developing more muscle. He's getting kind of yoked on Cam. But he overall, his consistency, his confidence in his game is just really what I see improving. So
Thank you, Austin.
appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.